morning to all. We're here at the Gabba. My name is...
An unconventional tactic here. It's definitely batter-friendly conditions. Choosing to bowl first, well, it will have several people scratching their heads, including me.
So here we go. The players make their... way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, it looks good. A bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Thick edge, no! That's racing away. What a catch. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Two straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in hot pursuit.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Villiers, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4. Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Lee, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Cuts that off well in the infield. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Top edge and just over the keeper. Might have been a little bit late reacting, but the ball runs away to the rope. 6 runs added in the over. The Hurricanes 14 for 1. This bowler knows how to Give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be four.
A little too much width from the bowler, and it's just put away nice and easy square. Good shot.
Doesn't beat the infield. Four runs added in that over. The Hurricanes are 18 for 1. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Khawaja was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
Caught, gone. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Straight to the fielder. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Lee getting a wicket in that over. Really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters.
Would have expected a bit more aggression that over. The run rate hasn't really gone up. Need to capitalise on their time at the crease now.
Oh, great shot on the up. Didn't try to hit it too hard. It's gone through the air, but four more.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the fielder with that shot. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over, 5 runs coming from it. The Hurricanes are 28 for 2. Jensen coming back into the attack. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Jensen with a huge appeal.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Going with spin now.
Change of bowling, the left armour is coming into the attack. Change of bowling, the left armour is coming into the attack.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Smacks that away through the gap. Philippi taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Beats the field with a great shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
40 for 3.
Shut up, the spinner coming in. the attack. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots. How will he reply?
Can't get that outside the ring field. Finds the fielder with that shot. 9 runs added there. The Hurricanes are 49 for 3.
It's been a bit of a back. It's all finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. End of the over. 9 off it. The Hurricanes are 58 for 3. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Smacks that away through the gap.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. How will the bowler respond?
Cuts that off well in the infield. Eight runs added in that over. The Hurricanes are 66 for 3. Going with pace now.
Medium pacer is
driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Straight to the fielder. Massive outside edge. End of the over. 3 off it. The Hurricanes are 69 for 3. Al Hassan coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Couldn't get it through the field. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4. Might look to go big again here.
Doesn't beat the infield. And caught. That's just superb. Straight to cover point for an easy catch.
Long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily... It's been a game-changing innings. All the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
The new batsman hitting out to the crease at number 6.
Was quick onto that in the infield. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Shadow coming back into the attack. Has done well so far. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Shadow with a huge appeal. Franklin coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Onto that early. That could be 4.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Incredible. What a grab. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better. But this has been a good innings.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Al Hassan coming back into the attack. Bairstow taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Brilliant diving stop. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. 4 runs added in that over. The Hurricanes, 101 for 5. Shatter back on now. Oh, great shot. What?
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Wide of extra cover, and away goes the ball to the boundary. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Perfectly timed. That's the over. The Hurricanes are 114 for 5. Lead the... Pace bowler coming into the attack. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Whacked away.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Good shot, a beauty.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
I'd like to see...
For 5.
Franklin back into the attack.
It's coming into the attack. Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Knocks him over. First ball of the over.
They have the wicket they wanted. A huge blow. Bairstow gone for not many.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. No. Terrible shot. Gone. Caught. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
End of the over. 3 off it. The Hurricanes are 130 for 7. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Timed perfectly down the pitch. Oh, but crashes into the bowler's stumps. Pretty unlucky there. They should be able to get a single out of it, though. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Bang, sent back over the bowler's head. Mid-off and mid-on can only watch as that ball sails into the crowd.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going, and they're hitting sixes.
End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. How will the bowler respond?
Big edge, where's that going? Jensen shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. The bowlers have leaked way too many easy runs in that innings. It's a big total to chase down. They're going to need some good batting partnerships. The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match.
Here we go. First ball.
Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Doesn't beat the infield. Nicked it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Finds the fielder with that shot.
End of the over. The score is now 5 for none.
Going with spin now.
Attack. Jai Richardson, the new bowler, into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Oh no, what a chance. Last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. They just might get that wicket. Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
The Hurricanes with a massive shout.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Couldn't get it through the field. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment.
The batting team are now 27 for 1. Jai Richardson into the attack.
Perfectly timed.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary. How will he reply?
Nice shot, pierces the infield.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. This bowler knows how to give the ball. An almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Nathan McCann through into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes.
Oh, shot. Masterful pull shot. That's going to find the boundary.
These are the sort of shots you just stand back and admire. Gets onto the back foot, rolls the wrist to keep control and finds the boundary.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Can't get that outside the ring field. And that completes the fielding restrictions. Time for some field changes.
The Hurricanes are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
Jason Sanger into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes.
Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
Nicked it. The Hurricanes goes up strong, but the batter doesn't feel they got anything on that. End again. See you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
On a hat-trick now. Don't worry, the nerves will be there for the bowler and the batter. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, that was a big hit. Incredible power, just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but still it goes for 6. They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good set up for a strong finish.
Adam Zampa into the attack.
Straight to the fielder. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Goes through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.